My name is Joe Connell. I'm founder and CEO of a company called NeuEsse. What I'd like to talk about today is skin. I'd really like to talk about skin because it's the largest organ in the human body. It makes 60% of what we are. It's skin. But there's not anyone in this room or online who will not damage that skin in their lifetime. Neither will I, anyone else. You get cuts, scrapes, burns, bruises. Eventually you end up in bed sores, diabetic foot ulcers, burns. Or conversely, you have breast reconstruction, Mohs surgery, biopsies, and dermatological situations. If you really damage your skin, it often calls for a skin substitute for healing. The problem is the market is made up of plenty of competitors, but their origins are from pigs, cows, and cadavers. And there are situations with pigs, cows, and cadavers which makes them less than optimal because they take preparation time to decellularize. They cost a lot of money, and the handling and storage, some of the products need refrigeration, and they're not readily available like my product is. And because of the origin of pigs, cows, and cadavers, there are cultures and religions around the world that will not accept these even for therapy to save their lives. If you look at the competition as we diagram it, you'll see that the products are from neonatal foreskins, placenta, and intestines from sheep that are sterilized, whereupon ours is the only plant-based, naturally occurring skin substitute on the market today. Okay, I guess I couldn't be heard. If you look at my product, Omega Skin, we have some advantages because it works better than the other products, and if you give me 3 or 4 slides, I'll prove that. We have done a full-thickness wound study, and the result was a full-thickness wound healed with minimal to no scar, and this is in the public domain of scientific publications. So to heal without a scar with a naturally occurring product that gives you a better appearance at the end, spinning soy protein costs orders of magnitude less than decellularizing pigs, cows, and cadaverous tissues and packaging and sterilizing them. So there's a cost advantage, there's an appearance advantage, and there's an efficacy advantage. It's easy, lightweight, it doesn't expire, has no expiration date, and is not sensitive to heat. So it's easier to work with. There's a high social impact. So we're trying to bring this to market. Let me prove that Omega Skin works better than other products. This is the result of the full thickness wound study. If you see the bottom 4 slides, you'll see that Omega Skin healed faster, and the result was minimal to no scar. Once we were armed with the full thickness wound study, we went head to head with a known competitor from Smith & Nephew, and that product was NeuEsse. If you look at the top 3 boxes versus the bottom 3, on day 3, the epithelium skin cells were lined up and organized with Omega Skin, and not so with the occlusive dressing NeuEsse. But on day 7, you'll see we saw the appendages, hair follicles and sweat glands emerge into the wound bed, and that wound bed was filled with brand new collagen at the end of 7 days. So it's a pretty efficacious product. In essence, Omega Skin is the first and only plant-derived skin substitute. We have an experienced management team to bring it forward. The IP is protected worldwide for your investment. We are seeking a $5 million A round to commercialize, launch the product, get through the FDA, and ramp up inventory and manufacturing. If you look at the market we're going after, it's vast. You don't know anyone who didn't have a wound in their life, including some of ourselves. The acute wound market is $35 billion. Bed sores alone are $20 billion, and this is only growing. And diabetic foot ulcers, which is emerging and growing every year, is $13 billion. So we have a great market to go after. We are highly published in the scientific journals, but at no time do we go after marketing because we have wanted to work under the radar, to not be identified by the competition that we've outperformed, because we're not at a valuation point right now where we would like to be acquired. So the science is there and the opportunity's there, the efficacy's there. But since I presented last year, we've been busy. We've established some new research partnerships. We have a diabetic foot ulcer trial waiting to begin with Dr. Jim McGuire at the University of Temple. The University of Pittsburgh has 2 trials going on, both paid for by the Army, with Dr. Peter Rubin, the chairman of the plastic surgery department and a world-renowned wound healing expert. He's got a thermal burn study and a donor graft site study going on. Carnegie Mellon University, I'm going to show you a slide with no ability to tell you what it means. It's so cerebral, but it's a breakthrough that's not been published till the end of the summer. But Dr. Phil Campbell has proven this is the perfect platform for delivering stem cells and growth factors, which will put us into transplantation surgery and beyond once his results are published. And we've been in this Institute of Surgical Research at Brooke Army Medical with the Army for burns for about 1.5 years. This is Dr. Phil Campbell's. What he did was radio label our skin that we gave to him and studied vesicle binding. In essence, the bone and the fibroblasts and all the binding is about 77%. The product for sale on the market now is 43%. So our binding is perfect for delivering growth factors and stem cells for some heady diseases we don't have time to discuss right now. So our clinical pathway, we've done all the research we need and we've submitted this to the FDA. We're waiting for approval. Once the 510K is approved, which I think they only have 90 days to give us that, we will have the indications for diabetic foot ulcers, wounds, acute wounds, burns, and everything, venous stasis. We have a second product behind this, which is a liquid sprayable skin, and it comes with an IP-protected handheld electrospinner. We will be able to spin skin directly onto the patient for burns, diabetic foot ulcers, and if you can imagine a nursing home patient where you spray new skin on the bed sores without the need for transportation to a wound clinic or an emergency room, we really have a pipeline here, so we'll be filing a de novo for that. I've got to hurry. So the stage of development, we develop the product, we develop the customers, the partner relationships. We are in early stage negotiations and talk for sublicensing for Europe and in Japan, and that's been ongoing for months. Electrospinning is our methodology that was invented for hosiery in the textile industry, and you're going to see electrospinning as the method for making many more biomaterials. So it's transportable. We can electrospin in any state, in any country that we license to. We're looking at a subsidiary in Galway, Ireland for CE marking, admission to the NHS single-party payer system, and distribution through Europe and the Middle East. Go to markets. This 510K will give us the ability to produce revenue. Then we will put the materials into the hands of our key opinion leaders for human clinical trials, which are not required for FDA approval, but will further the data and acceptance from other doctors. The $5 million, we don't want all at once unless our partner would like to do that. We would like to base it on tranches with milestone achievements. And we can do a great deal to commercialize and launch at least 3 products with that $5 million anticipated. We anticipate $125 million in sales by year 5 without inclusion of a single dollar from the Department of Defense, which is my key target over the next 6 months to 12 months. We look at liquidity, event, and a sale in 5 years. Once we are known by the competition that we've proven more efficacious than. We have 3 products in the pipeline. We actually have 4. Omega Skin is before the FDA now. It's a readily available plant-based skin, works better. We have a portable blow spinner, which not only can deliver my Omega Skin, but we've done chitosan, hyaluronic acid, and other therapeutics. So it will be filed de novo. It's an IP unto itself. The second product is liquid sprayable skin. The product that didn't fit on this slide, because I did my own work, is a porous gradient skin, which is more regenerative than the Omega Skin we're bringing now. I have an experienced team that I've worked with for a long time. We just added these 3 new scientific advisors. All of our 4 scientific advisors are active professors and physicians at Temple University, and that's us. And anyone would like to talk about this further, I'll be available in our breakout room. So thank you very much for your time.